And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day, committed to being your consumer advocate. It's all about helping you understand more about your buying decisions, making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We don't care if you're climbing a ladder, a corporate ladder, if you throw a ladder in your truck on the way to work, this show's for you. We want to help you win in your real estate business. And think about this show as the hub of your financial, your business, your health wheel, all of those spokes extending out, representing another one of our expert contributors. And we want you to think about this show as that hub's reaching out. Reach out as your consumer advocate. Everything in those areas, 80 different categories of consumer advocate content and advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So think of us as your super connector. We're going to connect you to all of our expert contributors here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And this segment is brought to you by Taps Restaurant at the International Plaza Mall. The official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Taps Restaurant. It's a burger bar and gastropub over at the International Plaza Mall on Bay Street. And they have awesome outdoor area as well, charming interior. Your dogs are welcome as well. Bring your furry friends to our restaurant partner, Taps Restaurant. They got a great ambiance, friendly staff, and excellent food over at Taps Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 2223 North West Shore Boulevard in Tampa. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, it's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio. Let's go around the horn now, make our introductions. Back in studio, Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay. Welcome in, sir.
Thanks, Brandon. It's great to be back today.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit about things happening in your industry.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. We got a lot to be thankful for, living in, perhaps the greatest country in the world. The United Nations released a study about 2 weeks ago talking about cooling, called Sustainable Cooling for All. It's basically the premise that about 1 billion people in the world have no access to cooling whatsoever.
Wow.
So, we're fortunate living in the country that we live in, that's not really a challenge for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, we take that for granted a lot of times.
Yeah.
Even if it's a smaller home and, in the middle of wherever, it's got an AC unit.
Most likely,
most of them
does.
do.
Yeah.
We got the VIP program coming up as well from Gregg Bowman. Kevin Overstreet, author, Fraudshine State. Welcome in, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming in. So, Fraudshine State, what's the book about?
Well, it is about a little known fact. It's kind of a paradigm shift with how title insurance is versus every other type of insurance. And title is the only type of insurance that insures only against the past. And because of the easily accessible county records, public records in the state of Florida, there's a lot of title theft happening. And
right.
The book goes into a lot of great details with that. But we've actually created a system, a company that where title insurance leaves off, we pick up, and we're able to prevent title theft from happening to people. It's one of the fastest growing white collar crimes in America.
Wow.
And versus identity theft, which is about a $1,500 average loss. This is more like $130,000 average loss.
Wow.
And it can be an absolute nightmare. And we have a way to prevent it.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. We're gonna definitely enlighten our listeners about that.
Sure.
And the FBI has gotten involved. We'll talk more about the details on that as well. Adelia Bennett in the house. Welcome back in,
Yes.
Adelia.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey,
Glad
my
to be
pleasure.
here.
Likewise. So, Heavy Mellow Mobile Massage. Tell us
Yes.
about it.
I'm actually going to talk about my specific hot stone technique today that I use and I bring to offices and homes in the Tampa Bay area.
I love the hot stones. Those are awesome. Yeah, and we got some pretty cool stats, and from the AMTA, which is part of the governing body, about consumers and why they're utilizing the massage therapy, different reasons from injury rehabilitation, pain management, soreness, stiffness, and also the stress factor. I think the stress factor is huge these days.
Absolutely.
Especially even with business owners out there, salespeople, men and women of all types.
It's a movement.
Yeah, it really is. So we're going to talk about that, how massage can help you as a person, a civilian, if you will, or also a business owner, bringing it into your business, that mobile massage aspect. Reward your employees this time of year. Great opportunity to reward them with a on-location massage from Adelia Bennett, Heavy Mellow Mobile Massage. And as you know, I'm the owner of the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. Got a hot listing here I want to let you know about. This property is located on Harbor Point Drive in Port Richey, 4348 Harbor Point Drive in Port Richey. A great opportunity to own real estate here in Tampa Bay. This is a $2 million property of mine. And the property is just a gorgeous palace, waterfront, of course. Bring your boat, 6,700 square feet, 4348 Harbor Point Drive in Port Richey. You got bay access here, direct access to the Gulf of Mexico, deep water fishing out there. Beautiful property, great for entertaining, and just a lovely home right here. 2 security gates to get through before you can even enter into the properties on the road. 4348 Harbor Point Drive, Port Richey. Hot listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. All right, Gregg Bowman's in the house, the AC guy of Tampa Bay, longtime friend of the program. We talk a lot about supporting local companies here on the Quarterback Show as well. Local, family-owned company, and doing a great job in the community.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate that. We've been here. We've been in business now. We actually just celebrated our 10th anniversary this summer. So haven't been here a long time, but we're definitely proud to be representing in the Tampa Bay community.
Yeah, and there's interesting things out there. When you look at, we've talked about the history of air conditioning and what happens. This time of year is kind of cool. People open up their windows a little bit more, but the next week it's back to close them up. Let's get the AC pumping, right?
Yeah, it's a different time of year for us. We look forward to this time of year. A little reprieve from the crazy summer of nonstop air conditioning. We're actually running a few no heat calls right now because people actually switched the heat on, and not that they needed it, they just wanted to make sure it was working or not. And so we get a few calls, based around that. But yeah, it's ironic the way the air conditioning industry has developed. When it was first invented, air conditioning was a luxury. Only the rich had it, or if you wanted to use it, you'd go to the local theater to watch a movie so you could enjoy the air conditioning. Now here we are, about 40-50 years since it's been invented, maybe a little more than that now, 60, 70. Yeah. But the UN's releasing a report talking about global cooling inequality, and basically kind of essentially stating that right to have cooling is a human rights almost.
Wow.
And it's just interesting how how far we've come.
Yeah.
But people do oftentimes not kind of take that cooling for granted, the ability to get in out of the heat. And a large portion of the world does not have that. Over 1 billion people still have no access to cooling. So
wow.
We definitely are fortunate here.
Yeah, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right. Happiness could involve an air-conditioned home.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess if they were writing the Declaration of Independence today, maybe that would be included.
They might slide that in there.
Cool home.
Yeah. Yeah, they might slide that in there. And in the origins too, we talked about. I believe they had the big ice blocks back in the day, didn't they? And they put those on trains.
Correct. Yeah. That some of the early ways of cooling would be, yes, they would harvest ice, primarily used for refrigeration, but they would also figure out ways to move air across the ice to generate cool air to cool down areas. Some interesting technologies that were tried out in the early days before the modern air conditioning was invented. But yeah, definitely back in the day, that was a big industry, the ice industry, for early cooling.
Yeah, if you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay, friend of the program here. We want you supporting our local business owners here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. ConsumerQB.com, of course, is the website where you can reach out to all of our expert contributors. AC guy of Tampa Bay here in studio. Talk about the VIP program, because this is the time of year where people might want to start thinking about those warmer months ahead.
Definitely. It's a good time to think about that the summer's coming. It won't be that much longer, and we'll be back in it. Our VIP VIP program is basically a set it and forget it program, kind of a way for us to take care of your maintenance on your system, making sure your system's in peak condition and operating at peak performance. Whether you know it or not, you are paying for this program. You're either paying the power company or you're paying an air conditioning professional to maintain your system. If you don't maintain your system, performance will degrade to the point where it will cost significantly more than the annual investment in a maintenance program to make sure it's in peak condition. So you pay one or the other, either pay the power company, pay Duke, or pay us to take care of it. But we make it very easy. It's $14 a month. We come out twice a year, take care of your system, make sure everything's working. We have some other perks included in that: discounted fees, no overtime fees, some specials we run throughout the year for our VIP club customers, priority service. So if you call in the middle of a heat wave and you don't have to wait, you get front of the line service. So we definitely make it easy for you to be a part of that and make sure that your air conditioner is getting the love it needs to survive in the market we're in.
That's right. You got to take care of your AC, so it'll take care of you when you need it. And the AC Guy of Tampa Bay, acguyoftampa.com. Great website there as well, Greg. You guys got a family picture there, and the whole crew. Is that the crew there? You got
correct. That's our team. This is actually a new website, just launched last week. It was basically been updated, kind of like a freshening up overhaul. But
very nice.
But yeah, our website has our picture of our team. We've got staff bios there and things like that too, to kind of associate you with who we're sending out. But we are very family owned, focused, and operated. We do try and treat each client as if they are family. It's part of our brand promise. Actually, our brand promise is that we serve the Tampa Bay family with integrity and honor, providing expert service that surpasses expectations. So we're out there trying to change your mind about what it means to deal with an air conditioning contractor.
Awesome. I like that. Good stuff. Gregg Bowman, AC Guy of Tampa Bay, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up, we got Kevin Overstreet. He's an author here in studio, talking about Fraudshine State, talking about some of those things happening with title insurance, a different type of insurance that you may not know about. Adelia Bennett as well in studio. So stay with us. Don't touch that dial. More from our expert contributors coming up. We have our feel-good story of the day as well. So we'll be right back after this short timeout. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, this week we're going to talk about something exciting as usual.
We always have something exciting.
Yes, we do.
At least it's exciting to us.
But this is a question that comes up.
TV, hey, it is Friday night. We're not here. Yes, we pre-recorded once again because WeBeam TV is working over in Tampa with Dancing with the Stars.
62 Who Knew. I almost said Professional Mortgage Alliance Joe's Bar and Grill, but actually it's our 39th week of 62 Who Knew.
We're at the wonderful steampunk event at the Verizon Event Center here in 2019. I think it's still August, right? Yep. Woo! Can't remember.
To be able to help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards.
Entrepreneurs and professionals of Tampa Bay, welcome to your hour for getting the information, the tools, and the connections for
Battles on Radio Influence.
Or you say left hand white, and then they catch the left hand white. What it does, it helps you quick with hand-eye coordination. Yeah.
Well, that's kind
As you're super connected, we want to introduce you to our 50-plus show partners. We got over 80 categories of expert contributor advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we want to.
That's where we disagree, but that's okay.
I said nonviolent.
That's okay.
Because, we're one of the only states that don't give them back to life. I've got Jamie Limbaugh. He is from the Next Step image. I love that name because you were telling me earlier.
For the type of republic we actually are is actually very correct. Yet politicians and regular people use these words interchangeably, even though technically they are very different.
If you're an overdoer, overachiever, people pleaser, we tend to neglect ourselves. And even as Sisters Connected here, with Women Unscripted, I know.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you and help you get maximum exposure for your real estate properties by featuring them live on air on our syndicated radio and TV show right here in Tampa Bay with Salem Media Group. And we're 4 o'clock drive time right here on AM 860 The Answer. Got a weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone. You can also find us on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, and 85 other smart television outlets just by searching up Binge Networks. You'll find all of our information there in our previous shows, as well as consumerqb.com. And this segment is brought to you by Infinity Medical Institute. Over 10 years in the business and 40,000 successful patients treated. They are the leading experts in bio-natural hormone replacement therapy, serving the greater Tampa Bay area. Infinity Medical Institute's exclusive hormone therapy options are not only the most effective in the field, but they cannot be duplicated anywhere else. And they can help you with weight loss, low T therapy, cosmetic services such as Botox, improved sexual wellness, and increased energy. Reach out to Infinity Medical Institute at 871-2929. That's the 813 area code, 871-2929. And they're located at 1715 North West Shore Boulevard, suite number 100, right here in Tampa. InfinityMedicalInstitute.com. Friends of the program here. All right, in studio today, we got Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay. Coming up is Kevin Overstreet, Fraudshine State author, and Adelia Bennett as well. Heavy Mellow mobile massage here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I want to let you know about a couple of hot listings that we've got. 5822 Schooner Way in Tampa. This is a waterfront beauty. This property is 2-story, completely remodeled, freshwater canal, bay access, directly on the upper Tampa Bay here. You have an opportunity to boat into some of the restaurants there by the Courtney Campbell Causeway. 5822 Schooner Way in Tampa. Hot real estate property listing compliments of the Platinum MVP team. Check out PlatinumMVPteam.com.
Is that in Bayside?
Yeah, right over there.
Yeah, I used to live there.
Great location.
Awesome.
You've got that 33615, kind of that town and country area, but it's that private community, gated community.
You're on a freshwater lake loaded with bass, but you can have access to the saltwater in just a few minutes.
Perfect for the boaters, right? They love that. Cool. Clean out your engines.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. All right, so we got Kevin Overstreet in the house. Fraudshine State. He's an author. He's a long time in the title business as well. So what's going on with title fraud? What are you seeing out there?
Yeah, let me give a little disclaimer. The book talks a lot about the limitations of title insurance, but I've been selling title insurance for about 22 years now, and we did the math the other day, and I've overseen the closings of about somewhere north of 40,000 real estate transactions. So title insurance is extremely valuable, but think of it as the baptism of the property.
Okay.
So it erases the sins of the past. So the moment you purchase a property and you receive a title policy, you're 100% protected from someone 2 generations ago, or the seller's ex-wife or something like that, coming back and making a claim to that land. And if they can make that claim, then you're covered. That's what the insurance is for. But much like a baptism, it does nothing about the sins of the future. And so the big limitation has really come to light because of the easily accessible public records. back in the day, you had to go to the courthouse, kind of check in, and they would see you there, and then you could access those records. But now, anyone, good or bad, can access, especially in Florida, all images of all documents in all 67 counties, unlimited, anonymously, and for free.
Wow.
And so this crime is taking off like crazy. And the best analogy to kind of make you understand the severity of it, imagine people robbing homes. So a group of bad guys are going to break into homes, and let's say that they, hypothetically speaking, they know that you and your wife are going on vacation for a week, and so is everyone else in your subdivision. Yep. And everyone else in your subdivision has no security system. Their doors are unlocked. Their doors might be open. They don't have a fence around their house. They have nothing protecting that home. Yep. And the bad guys know that. Wow. So that's an impossible thing for bad guys to know in that situation. But the folks committing title fraud very well do know that. Wow. So they look for the right scenario on properties, and they're able to steal them either from, as crazy as this sounds, buying properties from dead people. Yep. That's the most common one. Wow. And what we've created with the Fraudshine State, the book is an expose, but it's also it's exposing the problem and educating everyone, but it's also offering a solution. So we now have a title monitoring and alerting system. It's all automated. We have several hundred people that have enrolled already. The cost is $150 a year, which is less than you pay for Netflix, and it protects your biggest asset. And so now your home, back to that same scenario, is going to have locked doors, the security system, which is actually the monitoring. It's going to have public notice, which we actually use the public records easy access as our weapon against it, because we create this and record it. So any person sophisticated enough to steal title is going to see this, and this is a notice that says title's being monitored.
I like that.
And any changes will be reported to the rightful owner and law enforcement. So this is the ADT sign in your front yard that keeps them out in the first place. But if they do break in, then we've got the fence around the house. We've got the system itself. There's a Rottweiler running around. That's our group of lawyers. Yeah. And so criminals always take the path of least resistance. So this is a way to, I promise within the next few years, you or someone you know will be a victim of this. You've probably sold some stolen properties that were stolen in the past, and not known that. So we do have a solution, and it's effective.
Hold that up again to the screen here. So yeah, if you're checking out when they go online, they're able to pull up the recorded deeds, the mortgage, whatever's recorded publicly. You're saying with this program that you offer, you're going to be able to put that up in there.
Yeah,
too.
It is. This is what we record this for our subscribers, and the bad guys, if they worked at a title company for 2 weeks, they would know how to do this crime. And they basically go in and they take all of the documents, again, for free, and all of the ones that are related to that property and to your name, those are the ones that they care about. And then they start crossing off the ones that don't matter, mortgages that have been paid off, releases, deeds for other properties, things like that. And then they end up with the few that they have to deal with, which is the deed, which they're going to make a fake deed from themselves to you, possibly a mortgage, which they can easily make a fake satisfaction for. They then own your home free and clear, but they're never going to not see this notice. And they're going to look at it, and they're going to read what it says, and they're going to go elsewhere. So this is this is the golden ticket for the whole thing.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Kevin, when you talk about it. If you just joined us, by the way, I'm Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Kevin Overstreet. He's the author, Fraudshine State as well. If you're in the real estate industry, you've heard of his BABA events, to Become a Better Agent event. Does a great job with those events, bringing in talent and educating real estate agents throughout. And this is, wow, I love the how you paint that story, and then also the baptism of the property. So you're the sins of the past versus the sins of the future. And we're all seeing it happen with identity theft, all those different types of things happening in other areas with credit and those types of things. But with the home, I think that's a little bit different for people to consider.
When you purchase a home and a few weeks later, after the deed's recorded and the title company, a company like mine does their job and prepares the policy, they send that to you and you think, okay, I'm covered. You throw it into a drawer. The date on that policy, it'll be a date. It'll actually be an hour and minute of the day that it was recorded in the county. That's the expiration date.
Wow.
So there's not a such thing as a current title insurance policy protecting any person's home ownership.
Yeah. Wow, what a misconception that I think a lot of people have. They don't really think of it that way.
When you hear insurance, you think of future, because you never insure against the past. It's the only kind that does that. And it's not something that's going to change. And if it does, it'll take an active legislation. We know how fast that happens. Yeah. So we've created something that is as good.
And I remember on one of the previous shows you talked about, I think you said you contacted the FBI. They just said, hey, this is very small on our crime list. We've got so many bigger crimes
Yeah,
going
so
on.
we the book was supposed to be released in December, but it's actually going to be in February because there's a developing story, kind of one of the main stories. I won't go into all the different sections of the book, but one of them is about a gentleman local in the Tri-County area, a licensed real estate broker, who was attempting to sell about 16 stolen properties to one of our investors.
Wow.
We caught him. He immediately offered my closer a bribe, which many would have accepted. And if he had done that, quite frankly, he would have been one of my better clients forever. I would have never known because she's his golden goose.
Wow.
She didn't do that. She called me. I said, call Pinellas County. Oops, I just told the county. I said, call them. They won't know what you're talking about, but call them.
Yeah.
And then call me back. She called me back. I said, call the FBI.
Yep.
They opened a case on him. It's in their property crimes division. That was December.
Wow.
Here we are in November of the following year. Nothing has happened to him.
Wow.
Because I didn't hear the quote directly, but it was something like, look, none of these properties individually are worth more than $1 million.
Yeah.
So we don't have time.
Wow.
And if you're the FBI, you would understand why they don't have time with all the wire fraud and everything going on. But it's not something that law enforcement is prepared to handle. There's not a penalty. He's sold some of these properties since then.
Wow.
Without any type of repercussion.
Unbelievable.
And he feels he's doing a service.
Yeah.
Buy a property from a dead guy that's just sitting there, and then he gets it ready for market and gets a family a home.
Yeah. Wow.
Probably made a real estate commission on it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Man, interesting story, Kevin. Thanks for bringing that in.
Sure.
More from Kevin coming up in our lightning round. We got our lightning round coming up. We got our feel-good story of the day. And up next, we got Adelia Bennett as well. We're going to talk about how you can utilize massage. She's got heavy, mellow, mobile massage to alleviate stress and help with the workplace here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So stay with us. Don't touch that dial. Feel-good story of the day coming up is interesting one. A dog is sworn into Illinois State Attorney's Office to provide support for sexual assault victims. Find out about that. More from our expert contributors. Make sure you follow us online on at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, the Consumer Quarterback Show page on Facebook, and we'll be right back after the short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, this week we're going to talk about something exciting as usual.
We always have something exciting.
Yes, we do.
At least it's exciting to us.
But this is a question that comes up.
TV, hey, it is Friday night. We're not here. Yes, we pre-recorded once again because WeBeam TV is working over in Tampa with Dancing with the Stars.
62 who knew. I almost said Professional Mortgage Alliance Joe's Bar and Grill, but actually it's our 39th week. 62 who knew.
We're at the wonderful steampunk event at the Verizon Event Center here in 2019. I think it's still August, right? Yeah. Woo! Can't remember.
Yes. To be able to help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple of years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards.
Entrepreneurs and professionals of Tampa Bay, welcome to your hour for getting the information, the tools, and the connections
Ian
for
Beckles on Radio Influence.
Or you say left hand white, and then they catch the left hand white. What it does, it helps you quick with hand-eye coordination. Yeah.
Well, that's kind
As your super connector, we want to introduce you to our 50-plus show partners. We got over 80 categories of expert contributor advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we want to.
That's where we disagree, but that's okay.
I said nonviolent.
That's okay.
Because, we're one of the only states that don't give them back their rights. We've got Jamie Limbaugh. He is from the Next Step Image. I love that name because you were telling me earlier.
For the type of republic we actually are is actually very correct. Yet politicians and regular people use these words interchangeably, even though technically they are very different.
If you're an overdoer, overachiever, people pleaser, we tend to neglect ourselves. And even as Sisters Connected here, with Women Unscripted, I know.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, published author, professional speaker. Check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves, and kind of launched our Business Grow Celebrity Academy as well, where we partnered up with Ken Shamrock, Ultimate Fighting Champion, UFC Hall of Famer, and founder of Valor BK. We're bringing him back into town, so save the date. Wednesday, January 8th, coming up. We're going to have Ken Shamrock in town as well. We're hosting a big business networking event with Ken Shamrock, as well as Antonio Tarver, 5-time world boxing champion as well. So stay tuned for the location on that, but the date is Wednesday, January 8th. We've got that locked in here coming up soon in January. Going to be a fun time. All right, in studio today, we got a great lineup for you today here. Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay, in studio. Kevin Overstreet, author, Fraudshine State. And coming up next is Adelia Bennett, heavy mellow mobile massage, talking about stress relief here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And this segment is brought to you by Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Big shout out to Steve and Lisa Gunnan, Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. They've got these awesome opportunities to have vitamins directly injected into your bloodstream, and you get that proverbial oil change, so to speak. But they've got cancer prevention, cell regenerator, hydration, energy boost, inflammation, all types of amino acids able to be directly injected right into your bloodstream. And they're overseen by Dr. John Sosa, MD, Stephen Gunnan, Lisa Gunnan, longtime friends of the program. They are located on Gandy Boulevard in South Tampa. Also have a location just north of Bears and Del Mabry. Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. And they are longtime friends of the program. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. And a couple of hot listings for this segment. We've got some vacant land available here. We're going to go through a couple different vacant land opportunities. 15676 Mahoney Drive in Spring Hill. This is a property that is on acreage. You've got lots of opportunities to build. Very private here, almost 9 acres, and it is desirable subdivision of shady acres. And it's a great opportunity to build high and dry. So it's a great opportunity here in Tampa Bay. There's a lot of opportunity in terms of wildlife as well, deer, and a variety of birds there as well. We've got 9200 Gun Highway in Odessa, corner of Racetrack Road and Odessa. Prime opportunity to build at 9200 Gun Highway in Odessa. You've got an opportunity for a maybe potential for a landscaping type service or business. Office complex would potentially work there as well, depending on what the association wants to do. But prime land opportunities, compliments of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Check us out online, platinummvpteam.com. All right, Adelia Bennett in the house. Heavy, mellow, mobile massage.
Yes,
all right.
right.
So stress relief is one of those things. I think so many times people, they end up sick. They end up having all these different ailments because they're not treating themselves right.
Yes,
not taking care of their body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree. And I think that it's a movement that is slowly building in the world. And it's definitely not just a luxury. It's self-care is important. And that prevention of, like you were saying, sickness and taking care of yourself.
Absolutely. So you actually go on location, residential properties or commercial?
Yes.
You'll drive to the client?
I sure do.
That's
Yes.
awesome. I think the convenience factor is huge.
Absolutely. It's definitely a big convenience. I save you time and money because I'm doing the traveling for you. So, and I save you a little bit of that stress of the traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Double stress. So when you look at this, so it says who gets massage and where and why. So according to AMTA's 2018 consumer survey, an average of 19% of adults, American adults, received at least one massage between July 2017 and July 2018, and an average of 31% of the adult Americans received a massage from the previous 5 years. A Zogby Analytics survey of consumers in 2018, July 2018, indicated 28% received a massage from a massage therapist in the past year. So people are active, they're getting massages, and it's a major form of stress relief.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's not just for, relaxation, it's for pain relief as well. People are coming to me with certain ailments or injuries, joint, and they need more mobilization of their joints.
Yes. So stretching is a component a lot of times.
Absolutely.
Stretching. As a former football player, I get those pains, and it's a lot of, you think about lots of years of playing football from age 10 to, what would it be in the 20s, for me. So that's a lot of years of banging around, and there's a lot of people like me, with football or, even people with, soccer, all types of different sports, dancing.
Right. Even just working out, the HIIT training, the CrossFit,
yeah.
The moms that are out there doing the CrossFit, during while the kids are in school, that's
sure.
And bodybuilders, I work on bodybuilders all the time. So people that are active in sports or just at the gym, perfect client for me, because they not only need stress relief, but they need relaxation of their muscles and tissue.
Absolutely. We're talking with Adelia Bennett, Heavy Mellow Mobile Massage here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Now, Adelia, tell us a little bit about the different types of massage, because there's so many different types of variation.
Right. The traditional is Swedish massage, and that is going to be more of a medium pressure, and it's all of the strokes are towards the heart. And then deep tissue is obviously heavy-handed, more pressure, and that's going to help with, some people actually need deep tissue where some people don't like that much pressure.
Yeah.
And then sports massage is deep tissue with stretching included, and that's good for the athletes, bodybuilders. And then prenatal massage obviously is for moms expecting. Hot stone massage is probably my most popular, and I use a hot stone technique that is not it's definitely unique. I use them in as a tool, and I don't just place them on the back. I use them as a tool. So one of my clients described it as like a magic eraser.
Oh, nice.
So it really erases the stress and tension from the muscle, and it helps me get deeper into the muscles without as much pressure.
I like that, because the heat's going to kind of penetrate better.
Right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So tell us, maybe a recent success story or somewhere, one of the businesses that you've gone in. And, I would think the employees are ecstatic and very thankful if the manager or the boss says, hey, we're going to have, some massage come in today.
Yes. I was actually at a funeral home, Sylvan Abbey, off Sunset in Clearwater, for about 7 hours. They had a employee appreciation week, and massage was, I think it was on a Wednesday, and I was there for 7 hours, worked on 25 employees. They loved it.
Wow.
Every time I went to, wash my hands or use the restroom, they were just beaming with smiles, and I just heard all the chatter. They were totally excited about it. I got 5-star Google reviews from that particular event, and they loved it. They loved every minute of it. They felt appreciated from their employer as well.
Yeah.
And I think that they got a little bit more motivation, and it built morale.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Hey, I'm appreciated.
Yeah, exactly. that good karma in the organization.
Yes, that too.
Back. I like that. And here's another interesting thing I saw in this article that we were looking at. It says the primary reason people receive massage was for health and wellness reasons. So 62% of adult Americans who had a massage between July 2017 July 2018 received it for medical or health reasons such as pain management, injury rehabilitation, or overall wellness.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think people should be more apt to alternative routes rather than just, hey, my back hurts, let me take a medication for it. So
yeah. I think more and more people are, and especially, with Lindsay, my wife, is, she does the pranic healing and the energy healing. And you guys work together with those types of things because it's like a combination of modalities that really helps some people the most.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm actually learning. I've learned pranic healing, and I'm actually going to a refresher course this next weekend. So I'm excited to incorporate that into my massage as an energetic healing. It's amazing.
Yeah, very cool. And then 48% of consumers received a massage during the same time for soreness, stiffness, and spasms.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's perfect for muscle spasms, especially the hot stones. Like I said, it just relaxes the muscles and penetrates, deeper than sometimes I could even, use my pressure with.
Yeah, exactly, because the heat stones. So let's do an offer then. So you said today you're going to offer for our listeners a special add-on, right? So if they text massage, so go ahead and text massage to 813-670-7372. What are we going to offer them?
We are going to offer them a complimentary upgrade to their in-home or in-office massage with hot stones.
Nice. Okay, so text massage to 813-670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline. Just text the word massage to 813-670-7372. Consumer advocate hotline. It's an off-air number. You can call or text that line. If you're not a texter, just leave a voicemail or give us a call and we'll talk to you about it. Heavy Mellow mobilemassage.com is the website as well, so you can book directly. Actually, you like that feature as well. You can book directly from the website. Heavy Mellow mobilemassage.com as well.
Yes, thank you so much.
Awesome. Hey, my pleasure. And Adelia Bennett, she does a great job. I can tell you from firsthand experience, she does an awesome job. I love the hot stones. Those are important, to have that done. I really appreciate that. All right, so when we come back, more from our expert contributors here in studio. We got Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay, Kevin Overstreet as well, author of Fraudshine State, and Adelia Bennett in studio. More from our expert contributors coming up. We have our feel-good story of the day, as well as the lightning round, where we're going to have top tips, nuggets of advice, and parting words of wisdom from all of our expert contributors here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check out consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. Ian Beckle.
All right, this week we're going to talk about something exciting as usual.
We always have something exciting.
Yes, we do.
At least it's exciting to us.
But this is a question that comes up.
TV, hey, it is Friday night. We're not here. Yes, we pre-recorded once again because WeBeam TV is working over in Tampa with Dancing with the Stars.
62 Who Knew. I almost said Professional Mortgage Alliance, Joe's Bar and Grill, but actually it's our 39th week. 62 Who Knew.
We're at the wonderful steampunk event at the Verizon Event Center here in 2019. I think it's still August, right? Yeah. Woo! Can't remember anymore.
To be able to help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple of years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards.
Entrepreneurs and professionals of Tampa Bay, welcome to your hour for getting the information, the tools, and the connections
Ian
for
Beckles on Radio Influence.
Or you say left hand white, and then they catch the left hand white. What it does, it helps you quick with hand-eye coordination. Yeah.
Well, that's kind
you're super connected. We want to introduce you to our 50-plus show partners. We got over 80 categories of expert contributor advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we want to...
That's where we disagree, but that's okay.
I said nonviolent.
That's okay.
Because, we're one of the only states that don't give them back the right. Got Jamie Limbaugh. He is from the Next Step Image. I love that name because you were telling me earlier.
For the type of republic we actually are is actually very correct. Yet politicians and regular people use these words interchangeably, even though technically they are very different.
If you're an overdoer, overachiever, people pleaser, we tend to neglect ourselves. And even as Sisters Connected here, with Women Unscripted, I know.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Our goal is to help you win in your real estate deals. Certified negotiation expert, helping you negotiate the best possible terms on your real estate contracts. And we would love to help you as well. We're recruiting agents to our team. If you are a real estate agent and want to future-proof your business, we'd love to talk to you about that as well. And this segment is brought to you by WholeBodyFuel.com. The official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show is WholeBodyFuel.com. They've got the world famous protein donuts. Excellent food. I love it. Every Sunday, my food is delivered, and I've got my meals lined up for the week. WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Chef prepared. Brian Adamo and his team do a great job. Convenient, healthy, and organic meals delivered directly to your home or office. What else do you have in this world if you don't have your health? Reach out to WholeBodyFuel.com. Make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, we got a couple of hot listings here for this segment. 706 Wellington Court in Oldsmar. This is a beautiful property, lots of upgrades, professionally staged as well by Envision It Home Staging, compliments of Tina Russell. 706 Wellington Court here in Oldsmar, Florida. Just a gorgeous property. 4 bedrooms, plus you've got a bonus media room upstairs. It actually has a movie theater upstairs. Solar technology being utilized on the roof. 4-bath, 3-car garage located in Wellington Estates. And this is a great opportunity to own a beautiful piece of paradise here in Tampa Bay. And we also have 861 Mandalay Avenue on Clearwater Beach. This is one of my favorite listings here. It's 200 steps from the sugar sands and dolphin-filled waters of Clearwater Beach. You're in the neighborhood of superstars like Hulk Hogan in this neighborhood as well. 861 Mandalay Avenue, North Clearwater Beach. It's got a gorgeous setup as well. Beautiful upstairs. You got a master that's huge master, and you're walking to the beach. You're walking back. You're showering off. The outdoor shower. You got the cool patio area in between the two structures. Updated kitchen as well. Gorgeous kitchen. Beautiful property here. 861 Mandalay Avenue, Clearwater Beach. Reach out at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. Okay, every day we're going to tell you something positive here in our feel-good story of the day. Tell me something good. All right, so here we go. We got our dog is sworn in to Illinois State Attorney's Office to provide support for sexual assault victims. A black lab named Haiti has been officially sworn into the state's attorney's office in Illinois. A 2-year-old dog became the newest member of the Cook County State Attorney's Office on Tuesday, placing her right paw over a law book during the ceremony. Haiti will provide support to children who are victims of sexual assault, according to state attorneys Kim Fox. Haiti was trained to to help provide comfort and relaxation while victims are in the courtroom or they are giving their testimony. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office said Haiti will handle between 150 to 200 cases a year. Quote, the newest hire at the Cook County State Attorney's Office is a 2-year-old black Labrador trained by the men's prison inmates in Southwest Illinois. The goal is to help sexual assault victims cope with the worst moments of their lives, says the Cook County office said in a tweet. So that's a pretty cool story, pretty cool picture there if you're watching our TV show version on Apple.
I've had black labs my whole life, and I hope they got a new vacuum cleaner donated for it.
Oh yeah. They're gonna need it, right? All the hair
they're
everywhere.
Gonna shed year round.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I love how even municipalities now are thinking outside the box. I mean, that's a pretty cool idea. Let's bring the animal in. Most people love dogs. I'd say high percentage of people love dogs, especially kids. So for these kids to have to testify in something of those circumstances, that's something cool. That's a neat idea. So we love those feel good stories of the day here on our show. All right, it's time for the lightning round.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning.
All right, here we go. So we got top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Ladies first, Adelia Bennett, heavy, mellow, mobile massage.
I don't even know what the lightning round is.
Lightning round, top tips. So give us some top tips, like some nuggets of advice, or even you could even talk about, how you had a success story with one of your business owners, or even a client. Pretty much anything you want to come back. We'll come back to you. Let's come back to you. Gregg Bowman, AC guy of Tampa Bay. Give us a top tip, nugget of advice, parting words of wisdom.
Definitely love your air conditioner. Your air conditioner works really hard for you. Most people would never think about driving their car and never taking it in for an oil change. Yet there's a lot of people who run their air conditioner year after year after year and never give it any maintenance. Your air conditioner will pay you back for loving it. If you give it some maintenance, it will lower its operating costs. It will perform better. It will break down less. So definitely, our VIP program is a great way to do that.
Yes.
We are actually also running a special introductory right now. If you don't want to get on the VIP, but you just want to try doing a one-time maintenance, we're doing that. Normally it's $199 maintenance. It's a very complete maintenance. We're doing it for $59 right now if you want to try it out. But definitely giving your air conditioner some love.
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out if you'd like that trial offer, $59. Text AC to 813-670-7372. Text HVAC to 813-670-7372. And Greg, next time you come in too, I think it might be kind of funny if you go to all these different homes, you see some of these air conditioning units not being taken care of, but I'm sure you may have some pictures that you can bring in.
Oh yeah, we do.
some filters that you you can't even see any light through it, or
I'll have to bring a few in, but we've got some ones that would blow your mind.
I bet. All right, that's awesome. So get the VIP program, $14 a month. Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay. All right, Kevin Overstreet, author, Fraudshine State.
Something that everyone needs to understand is that when you purchase a property and that deed that puts you in title is recorded in public record, 3 things occur instantly. 1, you become the owner of record, obviously. 2, you become a potential victim of title fraud or a target for that. And 3, your title policy expires. And that's not going to change anytime soon, like I mentioned. But on the website, there is a do-it-yourself guide on how to monitor your own title to your property. And it's several steps, but it's not difficult. But it's also enlightening to show you just how easy it is for the criminals to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And there's nothing insuring home ownership currently. We have homeowners insurance, but that doesn't insure your home ownership. That insures the house,
the contents,
not
of the house,
necessarily the ownership of it. And then title insurance, that insures your ownership at a snapshot in time. So right when that stops is where Fraudshine State picks up, and we don't insure with an I, but we insure with an E, that no one's doing anything nefarious to your property. And some of your listeners are already victims of this.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Check it out as well online. Fraudshine State is the book as well. Adelia, let's give us some top tips for nuggets of advice or words of wisdom.
Yes, I just wanted to, again, promote how important it is for, if you're an employer, how important it is to give back to your employees. Massage would be a great idea for, a Christmas holiday party or an employee appreciation, like I'm grateful for you. It's going to decrease your employee stress and tension, boost productivity, increase morale, and it gives back to them that, hey, you're appreciated.
Decrease turnover.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm running a package deal right now where you buy 4, you get the 5th massage free. So it's great. It's a 5-hour package.
Nice.
It's only $3.99. It's great for employees. And those 5 hours can be divvied up depending on how many employees you have, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depends on
Beautiful.
how many employees you have, but I have some great options for you.
I love that. Highly recommend as well. And I was going to throw some other stats at from Adelia that she brought in. Massage therapy and healthcare. More Americans discussing massage with their doctors and healthcare providers. So this one I thought was interesting. It says of those 40% who discuss massage with their doctor or healthcare provider, 47% of their doctors or healthcare providers referred them to a therapist / strongly recommended massage therapy, encouraged them to get a massage, while physicians led the way in recommending massage, 46 versus 61%. Chiropractors are also high up on the list. Physical therapists also recommended massage therapy with their patients with them as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Take care of your body. It's this time of year.
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving is here, and it's that time to kind of reboot and think about the next year, the new year coming up as well. And so hey, another great show. I want to thank our expert contributors here in studio and just kind of recap a little bit about what we talked about. So Gregg Bowman, AC guy of Tampa Bay, he's got the VIP program available for you, and also a $59 special if you're interested in taking them up on that. It's a great time of year again to kind of plan for that. I know we signed up personally on that, and it's great. You come in, I think it's once every 6 months or something like that, Greg. You come in and give the system a look and make sure it's being taken care of.
Correct. Yeah.
Excellent. I like that. We got Kevin Overstreet as well. Just to recap on Kevin, he's got the book out coming out in February, but the Fraudshine State, talking about the baptism of the property and the sins of the past, sins of the future. So I think that's a big part for people to look into.
Yeah, and special offer. We've been doing it for a little over a year, but every buyer that closes at my title companies, we enroll them for free.
Nice. So that's great. Yes, that's a nice consumer advocate approach there as well. Taking care of those folks that are closing business with your title companies, and also, check out the BABA events. When's the next BABA event?
It is December 17th, Tuesday.
17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are fun.
2020 vision is what it's called.
2020 vision. So kind of game planning for that future.
Yeah.
It's that time of year. People are getting their game plans in place. They're getting that goal setting done, and it's a great time of year to do that. And things kind of slow down a little bit in our industry. A lot of our industries do, this time of year. But that's a time to really just kind of analyze, hey, what's going on? Kind of think of it as a stove. You got stuff on the back burner. You might move to the front. Stuff on the front burner. You might say, let's slide that back here. And it's a great time of the year to really put those plans in place, make that goal, and set those goals to make it a reality. Make 2020 your best year yet. So I want to thank our expert contributors in studio today: Adelia Bennett, Heavy Mellow Mobile Massage, and that's also the website URL HeavyMellowMobileMassage.com. Kevin Overstreet, author of Fraudshine State, as well. He's got the BABA events as well as title company. Gregg Bowman, the AC guy of Tampa Bay, and we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.